And now for part 2 of the AT4 from GMC. Now our test trailer for the AT4 GMC is their Iron Bull 16-foot dump trailer.
For GMC's multi-pro tailgate. I guess you pull this down and now you've got an instant place to hold long items, plywood or 2x4s or whatever, and shoots them up in the air a little bit. Or you've got a bar. That's always cool. Multi-pro tailgate. Now you can drop the whole thing down and then drop this part up and drop that down. And it's made so in here you can put those marine grade speakers for those tailgate parties. But now you've got a step, and to see whether or not this shows up in camera, now you've got a way to get up there. So you can see me climbing up it. Too cool. And that's all you do. You grab this handle and you use that to get up. It's over 350 pounds is what all this will support. This is cool. Slide the handle down, you flip the stick up, and then you flip the whole thing up. Now isn't that cool? You just can't use it with the trailer. For a side angle, see how all this works. That makes it nice, holds your cargo in there because it's up at an angle. I like that idea. There you go. Pretty cool.
If you have a short bed truck, you know it's not easy to hook up to a gooseneck. Pop-Up came out with these extensions from 9 inches to 16 inches to keep you from breaking out your back window when you're pulling a gooseneck trailer. And everybody uses a short bed. That's the most proper truck there is a crew cab short bed. So protect that window.
Now this is a AT4. That's their off-road package, and it's got 2-inch lift. This is such a cool package. But you know, this has the 6.2, one of my favorite engines, and a 10-speed. And wow, we got to weave in and out of these bicyclists. These guys are all over the road, and there's, you know, no warning that they're going to race the next 3 days. So we're going to try not to hit anybody. I've had to drive right down the middle of the road to get to your place because they were on both sides of the road and they're right in the middle, and I don't want to hit them. But so we're getting through the obstacles. But this is the GMC Sierra 1500 AT4. And I think it's a very good off-road package with what it has. You know, it's like all of them. It'll have skid plates, special all-terrain tires, special shocks, and a locking rear end. It has all that. And then plus this has the lift.
Cute little lift.
Yeah, and a 2-inch lift is actually, it's important. And if this had a front locker, this would be leading the class. Because you know, the Ford FX4 doesn't have a front locker. The TRD Pro from Tundra doesn't have a front locker. The Pro 4X from Titan doesn't. I mean, and you know, neither does the Trail by Chevy, of course. But that's all it needs. I mean, this is a fun off-road thing. And I'll show you pictures of the rear, we'll look at it, the dual exhaust. It's square, so it actually fits up in the bumper. You know, with a round exhaust, you do drag them on your departure angle. So this is actually got pretty good clearance. And we'll look at to get the extra power. This is a performance package. I did put a cold air intake. It's even got a clear glass on the side. You can see it. And then it's got a catback exhaust, a special performance exhaust.
It's a little louder.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely. Yeah, it is.
Louder.
It is a little louder.
Not as quiet in the cab anymore.
No, it sounds cool, and I don't think it's augmented. I think it's the real V8 sound. It's 6.2. Because the normal engine on this 6.2 is a 420 horsepower to 460 torque. This one, they jump it up 15 on the horsepower, goes to 435, and they jumping up 9 pound-feet of torque to 469.
That's
so,
a little upgrade.
Yeah. So that's where it's at. And this rascal, this is loaded. I mean, it's got the two-tone seats. It's got all the leather.
All the nice stitching everywhere.
Oh,
It's got
yeah.
a nice little touch screen.
Well, it's got so many buttons, it would take you a
does.
while just to go through them all, because it's got USB ports, 12 volt. Yeah, it's got the high-speed USB. It's got 110. The brake controller is supposed to be, and I really enjoyed driving up here because the steering wheel is straight ahead. You know,
It is.
in the old days until this series, they were angled toward the door. And I said it's like comfortable, everything's parallel. And the mirrors are not bad. These are not towing mirrors, and I have not seen their towing mirror. Well, I have seen pictures of them here.
They're long enough.
Yeah, they're long.
See.
Yes, they are. They go out there quite a ways. This one doesn't have a spotter mirror because it has all this special lights that come on when somebody drives next to you.
Yep.
And it's got all the lane warning. It's got so much stuff. I mean, this is one of those trucks too that you have to upgrade. You'd have to work hard to crash it.
That's never the goal.
No, and it's a gorgeous blue. It's dark. I got water spots on it now. I washed it last night. It didn't work. I got to go through a car wash. It does that waterless rinse thing because this, you can't already tell. It's a Pacific blue, but it's a gorgeous blue. Jet black with Kalahari accents. Well, they're getting some big words in here. Yeah. But the 10-speed I make, it's very smooth.
It's very smooth.
Now, this is not geared real low, but it's getting me what the normal axle ratios are with a 10-speed. This one is a 323. So it's all about fuel mileage. But now you notice it's got the heads-up display.
Heads up.
I love the heads-up display.
Makes it nice.
One of my favorite things.
I don't ever have to guess at speed.
No, and it's right in front of you. You don't have to look down for your gauge. You don't take your eyes off the road. That's the whole
It's
deal
right
with
there.
safety, yeah.
Well, it tells you your lane departure. It tells you your direction, your speed. It's a nice little informative heads up.
Yes, it is, and you can make it brighter or lighter, and you can add more things to it. So, no, I love that part of it. Now, this truck, too, even though, it's a pretty beefy half-ton, the payload's 1432, and it has so many gadgets on it. Plus that multi-purpose tailgate, which folds and folds and folds.
Half and half.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. People love it, but it's not for trailers. And we have your favorite bumper on there with
The side steps?
the step in the bumper where they should be, because that
It's
bumper
helpful.
step- well, you can use it with a gooseneck, with a bumper pull. You can use it anytime where all these other fancy tailgates from all the different brands you can't really use with a trailer on there. But anyway.
It has the auto off.
Yeah, it's that shuts the engine off when you sit still for a second or hit the brake at a stop sign, and they've got that plus the different modes
There's
for
the
cylinder
noise for it.
deactivation. Yeah, it gets loud.
It does get loud.
I mean, Mopar has one of those on one of the Ram. I don't know if it's a Ram Rebel, but you can get a package too that's loud, and it's fun. But you got to get up to a certain RPM so you can talk.
And then it's gone.
Yeah, that's much better. But yeah, it's a cool sound. It's just not something I would want all the time.
Well, it's not all the time. It's only when you're getting on it.
Okay.
Just depends on who's driving.
That's true. Well, we got Hot Rod Kelsey here.
Yeah,
So,
lead foot.
yeah, if we can find some curves, we'll get the flying around here.
This is a comfy truck.
It is.
Seat-wise, it's comfy.
It is, and the seats fit me fine. I like everything. And the brake controller's where it should
It's right here.
Yep, it's all that stuff's right. So I have no complaints about this truck.
How quick she's going.
We used to sit around and enjoy the mountains, the scenery. Now it's always bicycles everywhere. You've had three days of this?
3 days. 3 days of racing so far.
Yeah, it's like driving in a herd of cattle, and they're not just on the side of the road, they're in the road, they're everywhere.
They're on both sides of the road and down the middle.
Yeah. And I guess I don't know where they would go where there is no traffic. There's got to be some place. I mean, a lot of times they'll block your road off.
They block the road.
So you
But
can't
it
even
makes it
drive.
inconvenient for the people who live on the road.
Yeah,
and we get over it
is.
and we end up having to argue to get back home.
You're-
Not all of them.
Well, there's some good bicycles.
There's some good ones that are on the side of the road and pull off to do their phone and that do follow the rules. It's just you see a lot more of the.
I'm glad you see it that way. That
ones.
they're not all bad.
They're not all bad.
They're humans. They're just out
There's
having
good ones.
fun sport.
You just you see the ones that stick out more.
Yes, that's
because
true.
it's out of the norm. So.
That's how it is. Kids, you notice the one that's naughty the most. That's when you always.
That's the one you watch all the time?
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Road.
Is there going to be any hills up here? Because this thing does so well on hills.
Oh, we can drive.
Now, this 323 axle is cool with, the 10-speed because it's first gear and maybe second are geared lower than they are on, let's say, a 6-speed or even an 8-speed. So it gives you that extra power.
To get up and go.
Plus a little better fuel mileage, plus smoother shifting. You hardly notice the shifting.
There is no shifting in the truck. You don't feel it at all.
Yeah, I really like 10 speeds. I'm a big fan of 10 speeds, and I'm a big fan of this motor. And it cracks me up is the new 3-liter inline 6 diesel that GM has with 10 speed is the same cost as the 6.2, which it is. Yeah, it's an option. Well, it's hard to break this down exactly because it shows the off-road performance package is $4,090 or $4,940, and that's with the engine, dynamic fuel management, which is really cool. Controls how many cylinders are going. It's got the 18-inch machined aluminum wheels, the dark gray accents, Goodyear Wrangler Duratec tires, performance upgrade package. Now, so that's includes the exhaust and the cold air intake. Then you jump up another $3,100 for the AT4 premium package. They've got so much stuff on here, it's hard to tell what all's part of that, but they're lumping this all together with the universal remote, home remote, rear sliding power window, navigation, Bose, premium sound, wireless
communications,
charging.
Another
For your
charger
phone,
too, right?
Yeah, it's got all that in the middle console. Rear cross traffic alert. 6-inch black rectangular assist steps, so it's got the running boards, chair tire pressure, some of that stuff's in other packages. And then for $1,875, you got a monitor, heat system with it. It's a technology package, heavy duty surround vision. It's got fantastic camera. Rear camera mirror. It's that one there's actually a camera. Has a lot of options there. An 8-inch digital info center. And the power sunroof now is $935.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like too short of a cap.
I can't read the fine print. Now it's $995. And the power alert package, forward collision alert, lane keep assist, low speed forward automatic braking, pedestrian braking, multi-beam headlights, following indicator, alert seat, that's $745. And then that paint, guess how much the paint is? Pacific blue metallic.
The blue metallic, I would say it's an extra $4,500.
No, it's only $495.
Oh, $495. Nope. Not a knob.
This is rated to tow a 9,300-pound trailer, and it's 930 pounds tongue weight.
Okay.
Weighs 5568 curb. Now, that is cool because that's in a sticker in the door that I love.
So they blatantly wrote it somewhere. You don't have to go searching for it.
No, don't worry about the internet. You buy this, you just look in the door.
Showing what our Iron Bull dump trailer can do. This is a 16-foot long, 8 feet wide with fold-down sides on it. And it's a great tow trailer, especially for testing, because we can put any weight we want to in there, any kind of a weight type we want, whether it's a truck or sand or gravel or rocks or trash or whatever. But this is really a powerful trailer, well made, heavy duty.
Yeah, now I'm going to show you the camera views. It shows you where your front tires are, shows them where they're turning, Shows the side of your truck, the back of the truck, the front of the truck, and shows the trailer. This is like, you know, they're the champions of the cameras. They're the champions of giving you the information about towing. I mean, I'll go through a whole screen in here. It's just crazy how much information they give you, and it's really cool because a lot of people are new to trailers. You know, they're not an old veteran like me, been towing for 40 years, and they want to be safe, and you got to learn all this stuff. You're taking your family camping, you're taking them in the mountains, you're taking them in the deserts, you're just having fun, and you want everybody to come back alive. That's an important thing. But this also has a lot of modes, at least 4 or 5 modes, you know, from off-road, all that, and I'll show you those modes, and one of them's tow mode. But yeah, this truck does very well, and I always like the skid plates. That's why I get the off-road package when I buy a truck, because I want that. I want the better shocks. I want the all-terrain tires. They work great in snow, and they do pretty well in mud. But this is a very special truck. I was trying to remember if I told you everything that's in this, but I think this even has oil. Let's see. Oil change and tire rotation is all part of it. I don't know how long they go with that, but that's pretty cool. Traction select system, 2-speed automatic transfer case. You got the auto. There's that rumble here, the roar. The 6.2, one of my favorite engines.
And then back to normal.
Yeah, there you go. Heavy duty locking rear end, that's all part of this package. Off-road suspension.
Feels like it's floating.
Yeah, it does.
Feel like
It's actually a very soft ride. It says hill descent control, and this is the one too you can control with that cruise control button on how fast it goes, you know, on the trail, which is really nice. Let's see, a lot of this stuff is standard by the government, but yeah, the camera takes a while to get used to it because it's actually a sharper picture than a regular
all the way
mirror
around.
Yeah. You can see everything. You can see on, you know, both sides. You can see they got cameras under the mirrors. They got cameras all over the place. And these are pretty good off-road tires that's on this, and I love the LEDs. They've done such a good job.
They light up everything.
Yeah, they're very bright. And that's on this trailer too. I noticed when I park it at night, hooked to a trailer. Well, it's got this alarm system on the truck, and it makes the lights on the trailer flash. And they're LED also, and so I don't think I could run a battery down at night, but I didn't want to take a risk because I had to make my appointment with you. Yeah, I had to get there on time, so I didn't. I unplugged the cord at night, and I've talked to their engineers, and they said it's okay. It uses very little electricity, and on the trailer, it also has its own battery, so I know that's true. It doesn't use much juice. But someday, when I have plenty of time, I will test that and leave it plugged in all night and let the lights, they only flash about every 5-6 seconds. And they're LEDs, so they have very little juice going on, but, you know, better be safe than sorry, and I will test that. Maybe I'll test it tonight. We'll see. Now, this has like like a lot of factories call these sport packages. It's got like monochromatic mirrors or monochromatic bumpers, the same color as the truck. So it's kind of like a sport package, but I don't see it listed as a sport package on here.
It might come with the off-road.
Yeah, it might. It might be part of the AT4 package because it has so much stuff. Let's see if it lists that.
It does make it look pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, all of the matching colors all the way around, not having like the black mirrors or a chrome bumper or anything like that. It's pretty.
Well, I was born in the country. I was out there for 30 years, and so I love the automatic dimming lights. You know, because in the country you use them a lot because you got places where there is no traffic.
Yeah.
In the city, that's not that way. They're here on all the time, and having them dim all the time is awesome. One more thing I don't have to think about. Lots of apps, of course, telescope, and this really has a lot of room, and it telescopes.
It's got this cab is huge.
Yeah.
It feels like, I mean, the Dodge cab, I would say, considerative.
Yeah.
I don't know what the measurement on the inside is, but it feels
close.
like it's the same.
Yeah, they're very close. Now this one, I guess I should tell you what it costs. Let's see, this has got, wow, it's got a discount on the AT4 premium package.
That's nice of them.
Yeah, the MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail, $66,345. So it's up there.
It is up there. But I mean, it's fully loaded to the hill.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a luxury truck.
And you can tell that because the curb weight's 5568, which is fairly heavy. It means it's got a lot of stuff on it. Now this thing, let's see, it started out in the United States, and it looks like they put it together in Mexico. It says final assembly point. So
there's got to be something they contributed to it.
Yeah, 42% were parts from the U.S. and Canada. 46% is from Mexico.
Okay.
You know, people give Ram a hard time with all the stuff they make in Mexico, but a lot of truck companies are down there doing things. So anyway, but this has got the MPG by the EPA is rated 19 on the highway, which is fairly common now in a bigger engine. It's 15 in the city and 17 combined.
With all of the buttons, I can't tell you what we're at with the trailer right now. But, I mean, I haven't seen the gas gauge.
Oh. Well,
is it on here?
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember where it was. It was one screen back. It told you the miles per... I'll try to find out later. It shows you miles per gallon with each trailer.
Okay.
And it was showing this right around...
Well, it shows it was a guest trailer, so I could see in the screen.
On that screen, it said guest trailer. That's how I programmed it. You can put it in as all your normal trailers, all the things you want to do, or not use it. But it was showing about 10 miles a gallon with this trailer.
Okay.
Which is cool. I mean, we're only a little under 5,000, so it's not
Half
a big trailer, but that's how trailers are with half tons. With gas engines, any trailer pulls you down. I mean, it's amazing how that, or even a light trailer will pull you down on fuel mileage. But,
if you're hauling something, it doesn't matter what it is, your fuel mileage is going down.
Yes, that's true. That is very true. But very comfortable truck.
It is.
I mean, it's black. I don't like black necessarily, but it's what people want.
Well, interior, I've learned I have a black interior on mine, so I've just learned that I put up my sunshades, and it's actually no different than if I had a tan or a cream color one.
Well, yeah, you've got a black outside, a black inside. You're a heat magnet. You're made to be a toasty truck.
But my truck is toasty warm in the middle of winter for some odd reason.
Yeah, you got a very nice truck. And now the new Eco Diesel is out from Ram, so we'll see how that works out.
Wonder what the fuel mileage is with the new...
Well, they haven't announced yet, as far as I know. You know it's going to be better. I mean, the Eco, they're the 6-cylinder, 3-liter inline diesel in the GM trucks, in the Silverado and the Sierra. It's rated 33 on the highway. So that is Ram's target. So they're going to go 34, whatever they got to do. They got to pull the doors off, whatever it's going to take. And Ford's the last place. They're 30.
Yeah, but 30 in a diesel and a half ton is not.
But it's 2-wheel drive too. And on the.
It depends on what market you're selling that for.
Well,
because I mean, if you're down in the plains or anything like that, and you're not close to the mountains, how much snow do we get?
Well, yeah, and I've got 3 4-wheel drive trucks, and I don't need 3 4-wheel drive trucks. No. That's true. I thought about that when the Ranger FX2 package came out. That's probably not a bad idea. And I know the Colorado and the Canyon also have a performance package on 2-wheel drive. But and this one in that diesel in this GM product is rated 29 with 4-wheel drive, which is very good.
That's nice.
Very good compared to Ford's 25.
Yeah.
And we'll see, hopefully, the Eco Diesel will be one step above it. That's how it is when you're the last place or last end of the market. You can catch those other numbers and show off to them when your turn is. Yeah. Ford's doing that on their big heavy-duty Super Duties. They're going to be last on, so, that'll be hopefully the biggest number out there, because GM right now is rated at 35,500, which is the biggest in a heavy-duty class. But anyway... So, it's very interesting. Truck market is very explosive. Everybody's competing hard and heavy.
They're doing a good job.
Yes, it's the most competitive market I have ever seen in my, 40 years of following these things, 20 years of being a journalist about it. It's just amazing, which is interesting. It's always good for the consumer because you have a lot of choices. It's hard to buy the wrong truck anymore.
Well, I mean, and they're all closing the gap on what everybody has. So, it is coming closer and closer to one vehicle. But, I mean, this ride is uncomparative to Dodge or Ford.
Yeah.
This thing is smooth. It floats. The seats are comfortable.
That's true. And that's with a 2-inch lift. So you don't even know that it's a jacked up truck. Doesn't a lot of well, I don't know, you've got with a 4-inch lift on your truck. Is it smooth or is it bounce?
It's bouncy.
It's bouncy.
I've never had a Dodge that isn't a little more bouncy. And then when you throw a lift or bigger tires on it, it's a little more bouncy. But this, I mean, this is smooth. It's comfortable. It's
GMC. GMC's done great with this truck.
They're doing something right. It rides nicely.
And they do all that fuel management, and they actually do the shock management on this one. They actually control the ride with different tricks that they do to those shocks. And this is an off-road shock, so it's a little different. But yeah, it's a
nice little pickup.
It is. It's a fun to drive. This is like a long runner. You can run this interstate to interstate. Like I just got back from Oklahoma, so I just did 1,400 miles.
And it was smooth and comfortable.
Yeah, this
100%.
is the kind of truck that makes that an easy ride. Yeah. Okay, for this 2019 GMC Sierra AT4 off-road four-wheel drive crew cab with a 6.2 gas engine, 10-speed automatic. I think it's a 323 axle ratio. We're only pulling 5,000-pound trailer, so it's not like, it's able to tow. It's over 9,000 pounds. Let's see. Yeah, it's 9,300. So we're, a little more than half of that. But I thought it did really well. I mean, trailer control was very good. So it could be a 20. Truck handling. Even with a 2-inch lift, this ain't handled fantastic. Give it a 20. Reaching the controls. I'm so happy with what they've done. They made the controls, the brake control, everything so close. The only thing that's a little tricky is the HUD button. And I mean, you only got so much room on the dash. So, I might give it a 19 there. And then the mirrors are actually very good. They're not twin mirrors. I'm waiting to see the half-ton twin mirrors. Probably they're going to be like the heavy duty. They promised me they were coming, but this for standard mirror is outstanding. It's longer, and you got a little bit of new room between the mirror and the window, the door. They were used to be right up in that corner, and now it's not. So I like the mirrors. There's a 20 there. Acceleration with the trailer, you can't beat it. It's a fast puppy, and that 10-speed is so smooth. So out of 100, this thing gets a 99 in a half-ton class. That's very good. A 99 score for trailer towing.